Okay, so have you guys watching this on June 9th? Originally there was going to be a less serious video in front of all the stuff going on, along with the thing that's going to be coming up in a few hours from now. Or may have already. I don't know how the fuck I'm doing this. Um, it's it's been a weird semblance of years going on, and I I just don't know where to start anymore. But I personally feel like from doing all these, as well as the realization videos from a year prior, as my face is having its knee-jerk reaction to upon a fake smile, but it's kind of getting harder and harder to do these days, even if it's a knee-jerk reaction to do so. I personally have started to notice now that the more I keep trying to progress farther and farther into what I need to do, is also during that same semblance of I have ultimately stopped looking at how nothing I'm doing is the issue of what needs to be addressed. Because I've personally now have realized what a lot of people have been trying to tell me, that I am good enough to be who I want to be and who I need to be. But the fact that I hold so much self-hatred, self-loathing, and just ultimately feel like I don't deserve anything is what drives people away from me. And what makes me have my whole bipolar depression tendencies that are running rampant more and more as time goes on. Where ultimately the stuff that I should be facing, I should be doing. But like any of us knows, throughout how life goes about it, we are ultimately incapable of facing a lot of stuff that we do, because we're so stuck in the ways of we shouldn't get the help we need, we shouldn't advertise that we need help, we should just be grateful for what we're doing and just keep moving forward because no one's gonna notice our bigger issues. And it just keeps progressively getting harder and harder to try and get up every day with this kind of mentality, because you just want to succumb to these darker things and just believe all of the bad, awful things that just come into your whole mindset, and just say that you yourself are not even worthy about what you are setting out to do, the friends you want to make, the relationships you want to keep, where everything is just saying that you need to be this awful thing or this toxic thing or this annoying presence to make them despise you. And it's just honestly one of those things where you want to just finally sit down and ask yourselves if you can ever be forgiven by everyone you've ever hurt, everyone that you've ever chased out, and just knowing deep down inside that somehow you doubt it. It's that whole same painful semblance that also has it so I can never forgive myself for any of the things that I've done. And Lord knows, if you know me in real life, I have done so many awful things where a normal person would not be able to look me in the eye from all of the bad choices and bad mistakes I have wrought onto myself. But the ultimate thing that people have tried to stress to me is them saying that, Vincent, everything in life you need to stop looking at from this darker field of view, this darker perception of what makes you yourself, because you're not this bad guy. You're just someone that's honestly made stupid choices, but that shouldn't define who you are. You're a nice enough person to your kids, to your siblings, to your wife, to your friends, but you need to stop and let go of all this deep-seated self-loathing and self-hatred to just see that you shouldn't be this hard on yourself, and you shouldn't be having to be stuck in this void. And I'm trying now. Like, by the time you guys are seeing this, I have just had my recent breakdown, where you probably haven't heard about what I've been going through for a while, except for me dropping a video the 1st of June explaining everything. And yet, ultimately, I keep on thinking about all the stupid things that has rotten to my attention of things, because there's so many things that I feel like currently that I've screwed up on. My friendship with the Dreamy Druid, for one, the stupid feuds that keep going on, having one of my closest friends in the world lose their channel because of me, the sleepless nights I put other people through, the heartache I've caused family members. And it's just an awful wake-up period for yourself when you're just finally going through all of your own emotional baggage on what's supposed to be a very good day for yourself, but you gotta stop and think every single negative connotation and thought process while you're doing it, and you end up unhappy, unfulfilled, unsatisfied, and trying to do stuff months in advance because you have no idea if you're actually going to be here. Or in my case, go try to set out a year-long in-the-making suicide attempt that someone stumbled across, then put you on suicide watch for the 5th time in your life. There is so much that has gone wrong, and so many dark thoughts that I'm just unsure about where to go from here. But I do know that the one thing I do want to try is finally getting over all of these dark pillars that are firmly in my life that I've placed for myself. I want to say to all the people that I've harmed in any way or screwed up because I felt like I didn't deserve them in my life, that I'm sorry. I want my friends to know that I truly do care. I want my siblings to know I truly do love them, and I just really don't know what else to really fucking do except try, but at this point I don't know. I want to do better. I want to try and do better. But I just gotta take everything one step at a time, and hopefully when this whole thing drops, I'll have made a little bit more progress into first confronting the biggest enemy in my life, which is myself, and then try to confront all the problems set in front of me on a better standpoint than I've have done over the last 26 years of my life, since I didn't get handed any lessons into how to do a lot of the stuff that's been bothering me, because no one really wants the quiet kid to do much or face much, just behave and put on a brave face because no one wants to care about your problems. What's that whole motto? From 5 out of 6 families. And yet now all I want to do is be a better man for everyone involved, because I'm tired of being this depressed all the time. I'm tired of feeling this anguish. I'm just ultimately tired of having to face myself in the mirror and just keep on seeing this self-made monster that has been labeled so deep in my skin. That's all I see. But I do want everyone that's ever gonna watch this, whether it's in the past few years that has been with me or in the future when they are seeing this all, it's like archive things. If I get myself back in order, that if I've ever done anything, that I am sorry. Druid, Ice, I'm sorry. To every single family out there that is missing a small piece, I am sorry. If I could devote my whole life into paying back everyone to just do better, I would. I honestly fucking would. But yeah, I'm just gonna stop here because I've gone on for a while, and hopefully for me just finally coming to terms with this, maybe I can finally start facing things with more clarity and be a much better person than I've been for the last 26 years. Or hopefully by this time next year, maybe I've been forgiven just a little bit.